What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I probably should just say welcome to my channel because I don't even remember the last time I made a YouTube video. I hope the lighting isn't like a washout really bad because I'm filming this at like 10 o'clock at night. Because that's one of the reasons why I feel like I never filmed, because I was like, I need natural lighting, and I'm just not making any excuses anymore. I'm just going to start making videos regardless of what I look like or what time it is. I'll figure it out. I'll set it up. So, I haven't made a YouTube video and I have no idea how long, but I'm back, hopefully consistently now this round. We'll see. I am almost done with the veterinary program here on St. Kitts. I'm in my third year of vet school technically, and this semester has definitely been terrible. Very hard, very busy. It's also made me realize, when I first started this channel, it was primarily like a fitness channel, and I feel like I still want to continue to make fitness videos just because I really enjoy that, but also the stress of this semester and the stress of last semester has kind of made me realize that I also kind of want to focus on mental health and just general wellness, not just, you know, the physical part. So to kick that off, I am actually going to start this video with 5 reasons why you should go to therapy or counseling, whatever you want to call it. So I have my book here because I wrote it down. So I'm going to go over the 5 reasons why I think you should go to counseling or therapy. Then I'm going to have a 6th one there kind of at the end that doesn't necessarily apply to everybody, but I still feel like it should be said. So I feel like the first reason I'm going to go with is kind of like self-knowledge. So before I started going to therapy, I feel like I've been going now since maybe like the middle of 4th semester, so like kind of around the beginning of this year. There were a lot of things that I didn't realize that I did that were necessarily problems, but that I did kind of figure out through counseling. So like one of the things I did realize when I started going to therapy, I feel like counseling sounds better. Therapy still, I'm not really comfortable with that word yet, so I'll just go with counseling. When I started going to counseling, what I did realize was that I have a lot of really bad negative self-talk. Really bad. And it's not like, you know, oh, Mandy, you suck or you're ugly. It's kind of more of like beating myself up about things that I think about or things that like I dwell on. So that was something I didn't realize about myself. I also, it's kind of nice to kind of hear it from the outside, but hearing like, you know, your good qualities, like that I am very resilient or that I am very self-aware. Like, you know, sometimes you think that about yourself, but you don't really, like, it sounds a lot different coming from an outside source. So that's one reason. My second one is kind of like an outside perspective. So I go to a very, very small vet school, right? So my counselor, obviously, you know, a lot of students shuffle through her office. So whenever I did start going, her kind of main rule was like no names. So if I had an interaction with a certain somebody, I had to like give them a nickname or some sort of name other than their actual name, because she's like, I want to like keep my opinion as objective as possible and not, you know, have an opinion the way your friends do, right? Because I mean, you know how you have those girlfriends and you're like, oh my god, I hate this person, and your girlfriend's like, yeah, they suck, blah blah blah, instead of maybe being like, well, actually, you're wrong. So that outside perspective I think is really good to get sometimes. It's really easy to kind of like get a tunnel vision of like your side of a story or how you see things. So that's good. My third reason why would definitely, that's Norman if you hear him playing around, that's my cat, kind of help provide like constructive solutions to maybe this kind of like negative things you do learn about yourself in counseling. So like with my negative self-talk, that was a really, really big problem that I didn't really realize I had. So the main thing about that is like I would feel a certain way, right? Like I'd feel sad about a certain situation. And then I just kept beating myself up about that. It wasn't even that I let myself feel sad about something. It really just started into this vicious cycle of me beating myself up for feeling bad. So my counselor what she kind of told me to do is she was like, okay, you know, if you catch yourself beating yourself up for feeling a certain way, acknowledge that you feel that way, let yourself feel that way and then kind of distract yourself with something else, anything else. It could be anything. So I kind of would like listen to music, or I would take, if I was feeling really crappy about a certain situation or something, I would write about it for 5 minutes and then close the book on it, close my journal, and I didn't think about it again till later. So kind of like constructive ways to fix those little, you know, things that you do want to work on yourself, right? So that was reason 3. Reason 4, and this one I feel like this was kind of one of the main reasons why it drove me to go to counseling, was it kind of like relief strain on your loved ones. And I know this one might kind of ruffle little feathers, and I don't mean it in a bad way at all, but I noticed, you know, not this semester, but last semester, I really was in a rough place. I was in a very dark place emotionally. I was going through a lot. And I kind of started to feel like I was a broken record for my friends. And not that my friends ever said anything to me like, yo, stop talking about that, it's annoying. They never did that. They were always there for me. But I guess with me, being self-aware, like I would notice that I would just get into this rut of talking about the same thing over and over and over again. And I started kind of feeling like, man, I can't imagine how strained my friends might be, because they hear me talking about this all the time and they see me hurting all the time. And I'm sure that gets, you know, strained for them. And I'm sure you've been in that position too, where you're like, you know, you got a girlfriend that's just stuck on this guy and she's just constantly talking about them. And you kind of want to shake her and be like, girl, get over it. But you're there for her, and that's what you do, right? So that's kind of what really drove me to go to counseling kind of in the first place, was to kind of relieve that strain on my best friends, on my loved ones, you know, just kind of like, I'm like, okay, I need to deal with this in a good way that's going to get fixed, right? Not just kind of feed into the cycle all the time. So that is the 4th reason. And the 5th one, the last one, is it really is a safe haven. And by safe haven, I mean, like, yes, you have your best friends, right, that you're going to say everything to, but there are thoughts I feel like all of us have that we're not really comfortable sharing with the people close to us. You know, maybe it's bad thoughts about ourselves, or bad thoughts that we have about other people in our lives. And like I said, like, at least back to like reason 3, it's like an objective perspective. It is kind of nice to be in a place where you're like, okay, like, I know, like, when I go to therapy, when I go to counseling for that hour, there's no filter, right? Whatever is on my mind, I'm going to let it out, regardless of me feeling like I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings or how I'm going to be viewed. It just all comes out. So having a safe haven like that is really good. And then my kind of like sort of 6th reason is, for most of us, I would hope, it might be free, right? If you're in high school, I know there's counseling. In undergrad, counseling is usually free. I'm in professional school, counseling is provided. Maybe the company you work for provides it, or now, you know, that insurance is kind of mandatory, our insurance might cover it. And if it's free, it is something that should be done. The career I'm in, you know, I'm currently in vet school. Veterinarians have one of the highest suicide rates out there, career-wise. So I kind of took it upon myself to kind of take care of myself. I mean, I'm very much into fitness. I love working out. I love, you know, nourishing my body. But I kind of realized these last 2 semesters that I kind of need to also focus on my mental health, because that's just as important. Because, yeah, I can go to the gym, get some endorphins, and feel great. That doesn't last the entire day. So I really want to focus on mental health, you know, mental wellness, just kind of being a holistically happy person and not, you know, kind of stuffing all that down. So those are my 5 reasons I feel like you should go to counseling or therapy if it is available to you. And you never know, maybe do some research. Maybe you can find it. It has been very helpful for me. Obviously, I'm still a work in progress and watch out. Hopefully Norman doesn't run towards the camera. I definitely feel like I have become a better person going to counseling, and I intend to keep going. I will be out of here hopefully in April of next year, and when I do go to my clinical year, wherever I do end up going, I do plan on continuing going to counseling. And you don't have to go to counseling because something's going ridiculously wrong in your life. That's not really how it is. I mean, yes, I did go when I was kind of in dire need of it, but I feel like if I could go back, I kind of would go regularly, because it's nice to just kind of go in and kind of get that mental reset, that mental check, like, okay, is everything going, you know, well? Because, I mean, being in counseling, sometimes things come up that you didn't even realize was a problem. So those are my 5 reasons why I think you should go to counseling. I hope to post another video. I don't know when this video is going to go up. If you are still subscribed to my channel, first of all, thank you. Hopefully you're going to notice a lot of changes. I'm planning on revamping my channel. My name will be changing. A lot of things are going to change. So I'm hoping that I get this video up. It is Wednesday. Hopefully I get this one up by Friday, I hope, with all the changes. And then I have Friendsgiving on Saturday. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. I'm really sad I'm not going to be home, but I will be with my friends, and that's as close to family as I get, and I love them, and I'm really excited. So this Saturday we'll be throwing, I'll be throwing Friendsgiving here at my apartment. So hoping, if everything goes right, I will try to film a video in the morning, like a workout video. I'm gonna probably go train legs, that's what I like to do. And then I'll try to get some snacks and shots of actual Friendsgiving here. And I also have some footage from over break where I went and trained at this gym back home called Gentry Gym. Amazing, love that gym. So I'm gonna try to get that footage up at some point as well. So hopefully y'all get this up by Friday, and I hope I can stay consistent. I'm definitely going to try. I figured that I should kind of maybe document my journey as a vet student as well, because I'm definitely sucking at time management right now. So hopefully if I can make a commitment to get a video up at least once a week, it'll help me stay accountable. So we'll see. I hope that helped you guys. Like and subscribe if it did, and I will do my best to get another video up by Sunday. Bye guys!